I don't know, man. This Alfredo 2 by Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist is not hitting like I expected it to. And let me preface this by saying I'm a huge Freddie Gibbs fan. And to prove that, I'm gonna give y'all a couple screenshots so y'all can see that Freddie Gibbs is either in or around my top 5 monthly listens on Tidal every single month. The reason why I preface it by saying that is because I don't want this video to seem like a hate video because I'm not a Freddie Gibbs hater. I am a Freddie Gibbs fan. But I don't know, it's something about this album that's just not sticking with me. I feel like I don't know if it's nothing that's gonna it feel at the moment, I will say, because that may change. It's nothing at the moment that makes me feel like I'm gonna go back and revisit this album, months down the line. The reason why Freddie Gibbs stays, within my top 5 is because I'm going back to listen to Triple S. I'm going back to listen to Freddie. I'm going back to listen to Pinata, Bandana. I'm going back to listen to, all of these great projects. And maybe that's what the problem is, that as a Freddie Gibbs fan, I've been spoiled because I want to say ever since that Europe incident, Freddie Gibbs has been on a remarkable run and he's given us great project after great project after great project. And so going into this project, it being the sequel to a Grammy nominated project, I think that my expectations may have just been way too high. And personally, to be honest with y'all, I am not a fan of sequels in music. I feel like, especially when a predecessor is great, I feel like the sequels don't always live up to the hype of the predecessor. And coming off of, Alfredo 1, which was not only a Grammy nominated project, it was a great project. And so I expected a lot from this album, and I just feel like it didn't meet those expectations. I feel like if we can go from the features, Anderson .Paak feature was great. Ensalada, great song. I can't criticize that. You can't criticize that. I think that that is a 10 out of 10 song. We go over to Feeling, which it has a Larry June feature. And I'm not hating on Larry June either because I'm a big Larry June fan, but I feel like we can do without that feature. I feel like that song starts off great. And I don't want to say Larry June ruined it because he didn't ruin it, but I think that those two personalities just didn't mesh well on that song. I think that that is a great solo Larry June song, or it can be a great solo Freddie Gibbs song. But them together, for some reason, I feel like that didn't work out. Going down to the JID song, I feel like it was too late in the album to where once we finally got to that song, that was my first critique of that. And then two, I just feel like it's too late in the song once we got into that verse, because at that point my mind's kind of like the feeling towards the project is already kind of made up. So now it's like, all right, man, when we're going to get this JID verse? And me personally, I feel like I don't want to say it's a waste of a JID verse because I feel like that's harsh, but I feel like we could have used that JID verse on another moment. I feel like that song in itself didn't live up to the hype of what I